And we're live. Hey guys, this is Racing Games Channel. Welcome to a brand new game on the channel. Today we are going to be playing the original Tokyo Extreme Racer on the Sega Dreamcast. Do not mind the fact we are literally in the C1 and that Toyota Supra has a Massachusetts license plate. Just don't mind it. Oh god, what did I just do? Oh, okay. Anyway, let's get started.
Alright. Part of me is assuming I'm not going to need a guide, and the other part of me is assuming that I should probably find a guide anyway.
Yeah, grab a guide. It's this game.
We want all-wheel drive if we can get it.
We got a Torino. We got an MR2. We got a Supra.
That's not going to help us.
Can't afford the Supra, actually.
No.
IS 200.
No.
That's a.
Can't afford it. Ooh, that pink car.
S13.
Yeah, S13. We could run an S13. Ooh, in the good green color. I love that green. Anyway, what else we got?
Yes, 14.
We could run that, but
And that's 180SX.
okay, that's a little better.
R32. R33.
No.
C32. Can't afford. EK9 Honda Civic Type R.
Do you want to run a Civic?
Fuck it.
Yeah, yellow. The only appropriate color for a Civic. I love the sound that...
Oh, that's annoying. Why a third-gen Mitsubishi Eclipse?
Ew.
Oh my god. This has the worst controls for setting up a name.
Would you like to buy the Civic?
City, a night where turbocharged renegades rule the road. The rivals of the dark road, these rulers of the streets, await the challenge of an eager novice. Make one mistake and you're lost, left behind, swallowed by the dark. On the highways in the dead of night, they race at top speed. There's a lawless, I can't finish the reading. No one knows how it all started or how it will end. Only that few reach the top. Fewer still will be worthy of being called the ultimate import racer. That's not even the name of the what? I feel like we're gonna get a ridiculous amount of inconsistencies. Year is 1999. Quest Tokyo Extreme Racer. I guess we just race.
Are there wanderers in this game?
I'm more like, is there more than only the C1 loop in this game?
Frequently asked questions. No, there's secret cars and upgrades.
Oh, sorry, I'm not driving the Civic Type R. I'm driving the Divot. I'm driving the Honda Divot.
3 cars are available from the shop menu in such a manner. Purchase the exact model of the car as the Deva or Devil. You must enter their exact prefecture on the license plate selection screen and enter their logbook location.
So the standard stuff we've seen before.
If you enter those, you get their cars, I think. You must have defeated the cars in question in order to appropriate their graphics.
This game's car physics aren't actually that bad. Please tell me what is the name of this vehicle? Oh, it's so blurred out you can't read it.
No, there doesn't seem to be like any big ass wanderer system or anything like that.
This game we should probably be able to beat in one session, considering it's only got 140 cars in it.
How does it feel?
I'm not sure. It doesn't. It feels like TXR 0, like kind of. It doesn't feel as wacky as TXR 0. It feels a lot more grounded in reality.
Let's go race our first opponent.
I already raced the first opponent.
Oh, well then let's race our second opponent. I like your name already.
Infinity Yellow.
You will be forever remembered for having the yellow car.
Game is a smooth ass 60 FPS, I'll give it that.
It looks great for a Dreamcast game.
Especially a game from 1998.
Yeah.
Bozo Sonic? What was that? Bozo Sonic? Bosonic. I feel like I'm gaining I feel like I'm having a stroke every time I say that. It is the C1 loop. The most basic version of it we've seen yet, but it is the C1 loop. Well, good to know that SS Limited's been around since the very first game.
Yeah? You are now the Black Rain.
I think that's the guy we're racing. His name is Black Rain. Yeah, I highly doubt they sold a Japanese-only Nissan Cedric in Massachusetts. A state that one of my friends who likes imported cars can't import cars to because they banned them. This is the OG version of the song we heard in TXR 0.
Yeah.
This is weird. This feels...
It's like we've gone back in time or something.
He's not even spawned in.
This has the same fucking vibes as Tokyo Extreme Racer 3.
No, it feels more like 0.
It feels more like 0, but it like the music and all that shit. It has a lot of that 3 vibe. It looks like it plays well.
No, it does. It feels pretty good to play.
Warning Hiroshi.
From Curving Edge. You can actually read their team name this time around.
More like Curbing Edge.
Oh, the shifting buttons are annoying. It's X to shift up and square to shift down.
Ooh.
And the triggers are the accelerators because, you know, Dreamcast had triggers.
Yeah.
Ooh, backfire. Did this car just backfire?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice touch of detail. This game feels like it's going to be incredibly short.
I'm enjoying some low-class microwave yakisoba noodles.
Out of all the states, why Massachusetts? That just confuses me more than anything else. The spirit of America. Looks very American here. This most certainly looks like the I-95 in Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
Oh god.
And you lost her.
How do I reverse? How do I reverse?
Shift down.
I can't shift down.
Oh.
There's no reverse.
Hold down?
That's gonna be a problem.
Okay. I mean, how often do you need to reverse in a racing game?
A bit.
Never. Going backwards is never the option. You just want to go forward. You okay?
I'm messaging somebody. We'll be back in 1 second. Hold on.
What? Oh my god. Why? We invited him in to join us, and then he left.
Anyway, we're back.
I wonder how long it's going to take before one of your fans checks the shit, sees the stream and goes, "Oh shit!" He's
Probably a while.
streaming.
It's 5 in the morning.
Yeah, but we've streamed at this time before.
Oh, no, we got a viewer now. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one.
Did you get rewarded for losing?
Yeah, like, because of the distance. They did that in some of the other games as well. Is that
Damn.
gonna bring us... Okay. Rivals beaten... Okay.
Tuning!
Is that really it? It's just engine upgrades?
I think we get level 2 engine.
Yep. It's OG TXR as well. I've never actually played this one.
Hello, AceKilla17. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think we go stage 2 engine, and then we get some.
We can't buy stage 2 engine.
Tires. Oh, we have to go up each one.
Oh my god.
That's gonna eat so much money. Okay, I would say probably suspension, just so we can get more of that power down the wheels.
I don't think we can put
or
any...
we could take better wheels.
We can't afford anything. We literally cannot afford anything. What the fuck?
We can afford Arrow!
Kinda like body kit 1.
Let's get one.
Shit, we can't afford anything.
Hey, either way, we got some more power going on. Well, shit, that's cool.
Sponsored by Import
we might
Tuner,
be-
an old magazine.
We might be playing 2 sometime in the near future.
Wait, what?
Tokyo Extreme Racer 2.
Yeah.
Sometime in the near future.
Referencing what you mentioned,
the week after.
referencing what you were talking about with the MC2 randomizer, the issue with the MC2 randomizer is you get to a point where there's just impossible events. Like, 2/3 of the game isn't really hard, and then you get to the last third, and it can get difficult, and then the last 6 events, if you don't get amazing rolls, is straight up impossible. That's kind of problem with the randomizer, and for context, we just did it.
We just tried it, yeah.
And I'm not 100% content with the content.
Yeah, like, the content itself wasn't terrible, it was just mid. And then we got to, like, the first race of Salvo and rolled an impossible car.
It was the second race, and we got the co-ed.
Yeah.
Rolled a net one, and then everything else was good.
It was the Cocotte, yeah. The Co-Head's the motorcycle.
Welcome. Wow, 3 viewers at 5 in the morning on a Thursday. That's surprising. Hope y'all having a good morning, night, whatever the fuck you think it is, because I ain't gonna. Oh my god. I'm not gonna question it.
This is just the life of a street racer.
White Revolution.
That's a name. What, are we oppressed?
We're racing it past Silverados in Tokyo. I still find that infinitely amusing.
Ah, yes, gonna go on a trip to the grocery store, Mom, in my fucking... Gonna go pick up some onigiri.
In my truck. In my American truck. I'm gonna go buy some sake.
I'm gonna go drive to my 9-to-5 office job.
The JDM Silverado.
Fucking Togue racing in the Silverado.
I want them on TXR Drift too, where you can drive at Silverado.
That'd be great.
The best part is everything else makes sense. Okay, maybe not the Massachusetts license plate, but everything else seems to make sense. I still have no idea what the Mass plates are about. Like, why Massachusetts? Seems like such a random state to choose.
Maybe it's they were like, shit, we gotta localize this game. We have a license plate from America to make it look, you know, appropriate. And that was just the one they happened to grab.
You know, that sadly is probably pretty true. You know, for the 2 people that have bought Sega Dreamcasts. Don't get me wrong, I love my Sega Dreamcast, it's just that it did not do too good. At least that's what I remember. The good news, Faye, is this game is really fucking short. Like, to give you an idea, there's 140 rivals. That's it. Oh, great, we're going out against an NSX. This is gonna end well. That seems a little overpowered.
Also, apparently the S30, which is the Fairlady Z, is the single most expensive vehicle to upgrade.
Huh. Well, the autopilot in this game is somehow more competent than the one in fucking TXR 3 or 0. Especially 0, holy shit. Is TXR 1 only the C1 loop?
Oh my god, the price for the S30? So the car itself only costs $30,000, but including its maxed out upgrade path, apparently it gets up to $455,000.
Where am I supposed to acquire these amounts of money?
Wait, no, never mind. It's $475,000.
Again, where do I get that kind of money?
The Porsche 930 maxed out is $455,000.
So the cartoon might actually be in this game.
Oh, I want to see the car too again.
Come on, you don't like the yellow Honda Divot? with the weird fonted R that makes me want to vomit. Like, look at the R.
Can we beat Black Cinderella? Because I don't know, man. That sounds like a thing that might actually happen in the future of Disney.
Black Cinderella? That sounds like Midnight Cinderella.
Probably is. But it also sounds like something Disney's gonna probably do in the near future. Yeah, we're re-releasing Cinderella, and she's gonna be played by a black woman because of inclusion. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if the whole point for casting someone as a character is just pretty much saying, oh, we need a black person here so they don't get mad, that's just degrading. And apologies, but I'm pretty sure the black people are worth more than that.
Well, that's fair, but it's Dark Cinderella, so maybe she changed into Rotary later. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of things that are like still the same in TXR 0 as they are in TXR 1, but I'm not 100% sure.
Professor Taka.
That name is familiar because he used to drive a blue EK9 in TXR 0.
That is such a boring name.
Okay, money comes kind of quickly. I'm at $6,200.
Meow. Let's just go in. Oh. Okay.
What?
So there is an inner and an outer. Alright.
I love that they just pick random places for me to spawn on the C1.
What in the fucking Ace Combat 2 is this music? I dig it.
Also, racing replays, were those a thing on the on Dreamcast games?
Not really.
God, these guys again? Fuck. Heh, lovely.
Top level.
These guys were annoying. These guys always ran Evos. This car surprisingly got some kick to it already.
Uh-huh. Oh, you just took that position. Make him work for it.
At least this game's hard on like fucking import tuner challenge. Except for one event at the very end of a 16-hour game.
And a can goes falling down onto the floor that I love.
Fuck.
Depression spiking down on me, coming from above.
For real. What the hell? I'm checking my review and watching him have an aneurysm. We're actually getting the hard battles. 2 minutes and 30 seconds already in this battle.
Max Racing Blue Thunder. That's the name of a monster truck.
It's also the name of someone we've seen multiple times.
Maybe that's where the Silverado came from.
The Nissan Glorio Gran Turismo. The Gloria. Who doesn't love a little bit of Japanese Silverado and some bits and glorias? I don't know. David is fucking hilarious. I wish it was just the Honda David. Just some random guy's name. Nintendo did it with a Kirby Kirby and a lawyer. Fucking send it. The Honda David.
Named after Mr. Hasselhoff himself. The Honda David.
The Honda David.
Am I the only one that hated the name David? Or hates the name David?
Well, it's a religious name.
It's, I don't know, something about the way it sounds. It sounds like...
Heaven's four-door has become a Lexus IS 200. Damn, that's a downgrade. Because Heaven's four-door, if I recall, used to not be an Altezza, which is what they call in Japan. It used to be, I think, a Lexus LS or a GS. I don't remember, but I think it was a Lexus. So it checks out it's still a Toyota, but Oh no. Music slaps.
Oh yeah. The music is the last thing I'm having an issue with.
You're having an issue with this game?
No. The shit's good enough that I'd put it on my fucking...
I'm glad the music
MP3
cycles
player.
too, instead of it just being the same song per area. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
Because that was the part that drove me fucking crazy in TXR 3. I've heard that song for like 10 hours straight. It drove me 25 hours wind. Are you saying you're going 25 miles an hour? You're definitely driving like you're only going 25 miles an hour.
25 hours of wind. I think it's there's supposed to be an of in there. Because that's what's pushing his car is wind. There's no engine. It's just a small breeze propelling his car forward.
Could have fooled me.
Which is why it's so slow. Wind-powered car.
Okay, getting
Yeah,
money
right.
in this game is actually kind of easy. It's actually
Wow.
surprisingly easy.
Yeah, exactly. Tokyo Extreme Racer soundtrack goes crazy. Yeah, fucking right it does.
God damn it. You know, being able to spawn at a particular part of C1 would be great instead of having to drive around it weirdly like this. I'm glad they added that in even TXR 0. I don't even think in TXR 2 has that, but I think they just spawn you at one spot, which is quite a bit nicer. The good news is I like the C1 loop, but I'd be able to fucking street race on the real C1 loop with how many times I've driven around it in these video games. It's gotta be at least 500 laps so far. People talk about all these modern games and shit, and then you just realize, you know, it's far more fun to my older games. Oh, it's this fucker again. It looks so weird because instead of the AI kind of making mistakes because they're on the wrong path, the game just like pulls them onto the right track like a fucking railroad car. You can see it. What's up?
I just got messaged the stupidest thing.
You want me to mute the audio from the desktop real quick, or?
No, it's not that. It's apparently on the Wazi Waze GPS system. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it.
Wazi Waze?
Wazi or Waze. W-A-Z-E.
Probably Waze.
GPS system. Apparently you can now set your car as a dragon.
That's a bad thing?
No, apparently you can. Okay.
Interesting. The fact you're buying GPS systems nowadays is weird, especially when their phone being so good at it.
I just love the idea of, yes, my fucking, I don't know, Chrysler 300C is now a dragon. My Ford F-350 Super Duty is a dragon.
My purple dually that I jump over volcanoes.
My GMC Top Kick is now a fucking dragon. My Lincoln Town Car is a dragon. My GMC Vandura is now a dragon. Plymouth Voyager is now a dragon.
It's dragging me to sleep. Crazy hooligan.
My Kenworth is now a dragon.
Oh my god. That is like the 4th time that guy's brake checked me.
My BMW Isetta is now a dragon.
You gotta make sure it's like the least intimidating car ever made. The PLP 50.
Yeah. The PLP 50 is now a dragon, oh no. The Daihatsu Midget is now a dragon.
Should have said the Copen, that'd have been more funny. Who doesn't like a little Daihatsu Copen?
The Mazda Demio is now a dragon.
It must be because it's like it's falling asleep at the starting line of everybody's favorite event. License B1. In Gran Turismo 4, everybody's favorite. How to drive 500 feet and brake the car. If you can hit the brakes and stop it, then you win. Seriously, whoever designed the Gran Turismo license test is fucking psychotic. And I feel like it's something that Kaz would have done. It's realistic because you gotta race the car. Yeah, by doing missions that make me want to pull my hair out for gold medals, or that are so boring that put me to sleep in any other difficulty. And I've actually fallen asleep playing Gran Turismo 2 before because the license tests were that boring. And that one was honestly one of the least offensive ones. But there were still 50 events, I think, in that one. Oh, he's coming up hot.
Or you can do a hot lap of the Nürburgring in a Mercedes. SLR McLaren.
That's not the license test. It was the 300 touring car.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah,
IA-16.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed someone saw the test, the people played them, and they're like, yeah, these are good.
People will want to do this.
Is it scary to think that I'm basically completing 5% of the AI in this game every day? Couldn't say that about TXR 3. If you did, your tires would be worn as shit and your engine would probably be on fire. Which, by the way, I'm gonna have to learn out how to do the overpressure turbo, because apparently that's a strat for the speedrun, and I kind of want to try it.
Diamond Image.
Airblade. That's actually a car that shows up later in the other games. I think in TXR 3, if not 3, 0. I will say 0 was a huge improvement over this game, which technically it's not, because TXR 0 was the third game. But it's pretty substantial, the improvement. However, making people have to drive 2,000 miles to buy the best upgrade to their car is just asinine.
Yeah.
And the fact that I had to spend 3 hours away from the computer with it on turbo, and I still barely made it enough mileage. Like, 0 is an arguably good game, but man, the grind is insane. Like, it's a 25-hour game. It would be a 40-hour game, including the mileage you have to get.
So, if you had your choice at any, like, weird, non-Japanese obscure car to put in the next TXR game, what would it be?
Obscure, non-Japanese car. Obscure, non-Japanese car. BMW M1.
So that's close to what I was thinking. BMW Z3. That's what I would put in.
That'd be a good starter car. I went with M1 because it'd be a great endgame car.
That's fair. The M1's nice.
I feel like I'm gonna need a guy to know how many rivals are on each team, because I can't fucking tell. I haven't raced any bosses yet, though.
Apparently, as apparently the bosses will show up as you clear them out.
Okay, so
just how it is. Same shit, new day. You just keep going until it's all done.
And there's no wanderers in this game at all.
There was no Wanderers guide, and there was no mention of Wanderers in the fucking guide I did find.
Wow. Were Wanderers at TXR 0? See, like, the Viper the Viper is just classic. Like, it should be in the new TXR game. I think just kind of on the basis of it being a Dodge Viper, which is a legendary car for the Japanese autoways.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I got a bunch of messages.
We should also get a Corvette and, like, a Mustang. Those sound like obvious choices. I hope they don't do the fucking popular thing and just start throwing, like, Bugatti Veyrons and shit in there. Fuck that crap. Although, I would like to see the old, like, Lamborghini Countach and maybe even a Diablo in the new TXR.
Well, you gotta think of more common vehicles. Like, I feel like the Viper should be in the game, like, period. Unfortunately, the cars they've shown so far are basic bitch cars. Like,
Well,
the,
yeah, well,
the R34,
what I mean is, like,
Mark
could
IV
you
Supra and the
imagine, like,
RX-7 FD.
either the Countach or the Diablo being, like, a very high-tier car?
Diablo would be
alongside
Diablo
like,
would be based. Testarossa.
something like a Testarossa? Yeah.
Maybe a 360 Spider. Honestly, if they have the money, a Zonda. Zondas are extremely popular in Japan.
Give us the Zonda F or...
Well, it wouldn't be like the Huayra or the
CK.
Utopia. By the way,
Yeah,
I feel like you would
nothing,
like the Utopia.
Super modern.
I feel like you would like the Utopia.
Nothing super modern. I'll look it up. I'll look it up and I'll tell you if I like it.
It's basically a weird hybrid of the Zonda and the Huayra, and it looks more like the Zonda than the Huayra. I think it actually looks pretty good. Well, I know, but like, I'm hoping that it's not a sign of the things to come, because
What's it called?
the Pagani Utopia, Utopia. I actually really like the Utopia. I think it's a very tasteful car.
It looks like a Zonda, a Carrera GT, and an Exige had a three-way.
It does I can see that. But it's not a bad car, though. I think it looks good.
It don't look bad.
I think it's honestly an improvement over the Huayra.
It is. I hated the
Oh!
Huayra.
300-mile Red Ruby. I really don't think you're going 300 miles an hour with the fucking MR2, buddy boy. Ah, shit.
Now, another thing that I would like to see. Some obscure Japanese cars. You know what I would like to see?
TXR3 and TXR0 nailed that. Like, TXR3 especially, because you gotta think, like, it's easy to add cars when you're not paying for licenses, but when they show off the interesting cars in TXR3, it was always base. Like, I always found it really fun when you just see cars you would never see, like an RX-3, for example.
I want there to be, like... Yeah, I want to see, like, small commuter cars available in the game. Like the Demio. I want to see something like the Nissan B1.
Land Cruiser.
Like, we need to have the autos on there, because that's just way too cool of a car.
Cappuccino. If you're gonna do the AutoZom, you gotta do the 3, the Beat, the Cappuccino,
Cappuccino's
and the
obviously
AutoZom.
going to be there.
I think.
Yep, all three have to be there. And then, might as well throw the Cope in while we're at it.
Yeah.
Maybe a move?
I don't want the High Ace, I'm gonna be honest. I want the High Ace to be a drivable car in the new game. I also hope they do interior views because the Fortuner.
Can we get a High Ace pickup conversion?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The Suzuki Carry.
Suzuki Carry.
I want one of those in the United States. Unfortunately, where I live, they're like, K cars are dangerous. So they're trying to basically make it illegal, even though that's actually against federal law. So, fun story, if you were to buy a K truck in where I live, and you tried to register it and they didn't allow you to register it, you could bring them up to a federal court because they are breaking federal law. And they usually what they do is they just drop the case and they would just make it legal, which sucks that you have to do that, but I'm not gonna lie, American cars, as much as I love the Lexus GS430, I take a Toyota Chaser over a GS in a heartbeat. They're just so cool. Although the GS is probably one of my favorite cars ever made. I do think it's a gorgeous machine. Now I get to drive around half of C1 before I can get to the next rival. There doesn't seem to be an odometer, there doesn't seem to be any temperature gauges, there doesn't seem to be any wear to the vehicle either.
Nope.
The weird thing is, like, the Aristo, well, yeah, the Aristo is the same car, though.
Aristo.
The Lexus GS is the Aristo.
I remember the Aristo.
The problem is that the Aristo, as much as I like the Aristo, the best part about the Aristo is the V300 Vertex. That is a fantastic car because it comes with the Turbo 2J, the exact same engine that was in the Mark IV Supra RZ. So a great engine. However, America got the 3UZ and Japan never got the 3UZ. The 3UZ was only in the LS. So you could only get it in, well, what they call the Celsior. No, I thought the GTE only came in the Vertex 300. The V300. I thought that V300 was the non-turbo and the Vertex was the turbo. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure what the Vertex means. The Vertex edition car. Because to be honest, a 3UZ and a 2JZ are both absolutely fantastic engines to modify, and they are very durable. You could do a lot with both those engines. And you can make a monster out of either of them. However, I do love a V8. I can't say I can't lie. I do love me some quality V8. So what is the Vertex
Standard
edition?
American right here.
What? I like a V8. It's torque. So here's the thing.
It needs a V8.
It doesn't always need a V8. The reason why I like V8s in a cruiser like a GS is because it's a great thing for torque curve. So torque is great when you're cruising because you can just stay in a gear and it doesn't matter how low you are in the gears because automatic transmissions have a tendency to put themselves in the lowest gear, or the highest gear, my bad, to save on gas mileage. A V8, first of all, runs lower RPM so you get better gas mileage, and because it has that torque, it doesn't need to kick down gears, which you've probably heard in an automatic car before when you have to put the pedal down. It has to kick down, it goes when it does that, it's because it needs the power and it doesn't have the power. And a V8 doesn't have that issue anywhere near as much as like a V6 or a 4-cylinder would. I use a V6 for reference because my parents actually own a V6 Lexus, an RX350. And I've driven it a lot. And there's some things I feel like a V8 would be really good about. The only things I'm not a huge fan of is in the winter, you can't see above snowbanks and all that shit. Which, you know, not that big of a deal. Also,
God damn it, I can't help but think of that fucking song every time I hear V6 now.
It's a V6. Driving a Mustang, bitches, fuck, they suck my dick. Driving my Mustang.
Driving in my Mustang.
Driving my Mustang. It's
Driving
a
in my
V6.
Mustang. It's a V6.
It was the best part is the context is it was a fat guy trying to look cool to girls, and he was a fat guy driving a red 2014 Mustang that was salvaged with a V6. It wasn't even a clean V6. It was a salvage V6. Yes? Hold on. Alright, I'm back.
Yay.
Oh, I got him. Anyway.
You know what? You know what other weird, obscure Japanese car we need to get in the next Tokyo Extreme Racer game?
What?
Dome Zero.
That would actually be a pretty basic car. Not sure how you get the license for a Dome Zero, though.
how did Gran Turismo get it?
That's a good question. I will say, the Dome Zero looks like it's straight out of like a sci-fi anime. Like, the Dome Zero would fit in something like Ghost in the Shell. Oh, shit. Which I just watched recently, which was a really good movie.
Dude, could you imagine if, like, the final boss of the new Tokyo Extreme Racer game drove, like, some crazy fucking, like, prototype vehicle, like the Caspita?
You know, it's funny you mentioned Miss Tuoka, because there is a very specific racing game that I actually want to play on the channel. The issue is that the version that we got in the United States is on the Wii, and the Wii makes me want to hurl. So I would have to figure out a way. I would want to have to figure out if there's GameCube support, because I think the game had GameCube support. I don't remember. It's been like a decade since I played it. But it's from the GT Advance series. Oh god. The Mitsuoka Orochi. That thing is.
The Orochi.
That thing is weird.
That was also an auto modelistic.
Yeah, I want to play
crazy
GT Driving
fucking
Advance.
car.
That game was actually pretty good, if I recall. You get drift. You can drift Suzuki moves in that game, or Daihatsu moves in that game, like full-on drift them.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And it's also cell shaded.
We need to put that train racing game on your channel.
Oh my god! Stay on the rails.
Someday we need to just play through that. Get back on the rail. Someday we need to just play through that fucking game.
I've raced one rolling guy, but I'm now getting the R gangs already. I can't help but laugh at the license plate. I can't get my head off it. Why is it in this game? Why not California or something that's more popular? Massachusetts seems like such a weird-ass state. And also, Massachusetts has like one of the lamest license plates ever.
I done came from the Massachusetts, and I came to the Tokyo Expressway. They said I could find some good racing here.
More like an
I'm
Italian.
from Massachusetts. Bippity boppity.
Oh my god, fuck off.
Spaghetti.
Did you just
Mozzarella.
reference Family Guy?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I thought you did.
The bippity boppity. Boopy boppy.
The worst part is it does sound like that, but it's also like not. It's just fancy Spanish. Italian is fancy Spanish. There you go, there's a quote.
Risotto. Anyway.
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't want to go there. That's the lane place. Is reverse down?
What the? I guess we're leaving the day then.
Did down just activate autopilot?
No, the game reset me because I was driving the wrong way. It just automatically turned me around.
Like, that was the tightest 180 I've ever seen a car do. What cars do we have available? Well, then again, we don't really have enough money to buy a new car.
26,000? We're not that broke.
Well, let's go one more night of racing, and then let's see about getting us some new wheels. Sound good?
Yeah, that was good.
Because that should put us at the 30,000, maybe 33,000 range, so we could maybe afford something that's not a big water balloon full of piss.
Could have called it a piss-filled condom.
A condom would imply that it's able to be long.
Oh, this guy again. Kitazawa 2000cc. This is the second to last person we raced in.
Come on, let's race Ed.
It's FD.
It's Ed. It's ED.
I thought it was F.
It could be an A.
I know it's I think it's an FD. I thought it was like full drink.
Sure, it's not an E for eating dick.
Oh my god, This game is weird. There's like no day-night cycle. There's no day system.
No, like it's so bare bones that it's fun. It's bare bones to the point
like
where it's fun.
game.
You can just enjoy the racing. Yeah.
You say it's better. I would argue that this is definitely not as good as 0 or 3. I think 3 is still the definitive TXR game. Or technically 0-1. I gotta make sure I say shit too.
Yeah, but
Battle 0-1.
So the big thing is, I will say those are still technically the better games, but this game lacks a lot of the annoying fluff that was.
Oh, I get that, but I still feel like the driving was better, the car customization was better. There was more.
Yeah, the overall feel of the games were better, but there was also a lot of really annoying shit that was really just clearly put there to pad out your fucking game.
TXR 3 was way better than TXR 0 in that aspect. TXR 0, you had to get the mileage and that shit. TXR 3, you could either get the mileage or just unlock it by playing the game.
Yeah.
So, TXR 3 negated a lot of the issues that TXR 0 had in that context. And I still dramatically
But this game doesn't really have any of the issues.
True, but it's only C1. It's literally only the C1. We don't get any other area. At least if we do.
Really, the game we should be comparing this to is.
Challenge.
Yeah. And honestly, I think this is a little better than that game.
I'm not sure about that one. We've only been playing it for an hour, and these games usually go on for a long time, so I'll let you know when we get there. Because, like, here's the thing. Import Tuner Challenge was a better game, but it was also one of the most dull games I've ever played.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But the thing is, the game itself was great to play. That was the problem. The game was just too easy, but that's one huge issue instead of like 20 smaller issues. It needed more cars, and I think it needed less rivals. I honestly think the game would have been better as like a 12-hour experience.
There were so many.
16 or 20-hour experience.
There were so many additional rivals, and it was just like, oh great, it's another fucking RX-7. Oh great,
the lack of cars
another Nissan.
Absolutely obliterated the game's replay value. And the fact that the Supra and R34 were literally just better than everything else by a literal mile. And the fact that Supra could go 250 miles an hour was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. It's just super fucking long, and it's fucking tedious and boring. Even the guys that we were excited to race against because we thought they would be really hard and challenging just absolutely weren't.
Like, For example, my favorite section of the TXR3 playthrough, like the entire playthrough, were the 3 dragons. It was just so good.
Yep. Yeah, it's extremely paced, and the stakes are there.
So here's the thing. Import Tuner Challenge is a lot shorter. It's about half the time. We beat Import Tuner Challenge, not including the issue we have with the save data, in about 13, 14 hours. It took us 25 to beat TXR0, and it took us 34 to beat TXR3. Yet I think that those games are still definitively better experiences, even with the blow and fluff. Because even then, the games were just objectively more interesting and fun to play. However, the driving physics
despite it being shorter, it felt worse because there was nothing to it. There was no challenge, there was no urgency. It was just
we beat the whole game basically in the
and
Aristo.
go.
I basically beat all the hard parts of the game in the Aristo, and then I just said, fuck it, grab the Supra to end the game quicker. You know that's not a good thing in a game like TXR, where you're like, I want to beat the game as fast as humanly possible. And you're not speedrunning it, you're just trying to be done with it.
Yeah, you just want to be done with it. So, you can have the best game mechanics in the world. If there's nothing for the player to do, they will eventually leave.
And unfortunately for me, I had a copy, and it's the only game that I lost. Which sucks, because I found out recently that kind of dull experience is $100. No. Like, there are other rare games that are more interesting. I would be happy to spend $1,000 on Cubivore, because that was a dramatically better game.
Oh, Cubivore was so good!
It's also the rarest game on the GameCube, much to my frustration. It is a $700 to $800 game. However, it was a great puzzle game.
Oh, it was so good. Getting the complete 100% unlocks, loved it. Extremely recommend Cubivore. Great fucking game.
You're better off buying the Japanese version, if I recall. It's a lot cheaper, but it's still like several $100s. It's just not $700, which is insane. But it's also an Atlas game, which means it's a limited publishing, because Atlas doesn't publish games more than 25 seconds before they stop making them. That, if you notice,
Speaking
like,
of good Atlas games, you know exactly what I'm about to bring up.
Persona?
Speaking of good Atlas games, Drone Tactics.
Fair.
That game was fucking great. When your opponent's name doesn't sound like a name, but rather a command.
I don't even think there's an E-brake in this game. I feel like we're like alarmingly far in this game for only being an hour in.
It's been non-stop progress. I can really
try the original
appreciate
Shintoko
the simplicity. I can really appreciate the simplicity of this game. You bought game with car on it for racing. Cool. Here, have racing. That's it. Like, back then, games didn't need to be much more than that. You went to the store, you saw a guy with a gun on the cover. Okay, cool, there's a guy with a gun.
So you gotta remember what the games this went up against. So, when you're buying a game for your Dreamcast, this is 1998. I think this game came out around the launch of the Sega Dreamcast, which was 1999 in the United States. Prince of the Highways. So, but when we talk about games like this, would you take this over SA1? Because I sure as fuck wouldn't. It's not a bad game, but SA1 was revolutionary.
Yeah, no. But again, that's
Also
an entirely
Soul Calibur.
different genre.
Well, I know, but when we're talking about games on the Dreamcast in 1998, this game was technically a launch title. So,
Yeah.
you could also get Sega Rally, too. Although that port is actually pretty fucking terrible on the Dreamcast. It has some really gnarly frame rate problems.
But like, you need to really sit down and you need to think, like, this is comparing to stuff like Gran Turismo 2 at the time.
Well, the Dreamcast was just released better hardware. Oh god.
Yeah. But like, we gotta think of what other
God.
racing games were out at the time.
The four Devas. Sure you don't mean the
Angels.
four devils?
Devas, they're angels.
And it's Death Driver.
Yep. Come on, you can't lose to him, that'd be lame.
Trying. Wait, they called it Devas instead of Devils because they probably did it for religious reasons.
No, there are two boss groups, the Devas and the Demons, apparently. At least that's what the guide said.
I don't think I can keep up with this motherfucker. No, he's gone.
Yeah, no, there are 4 Devas and there are 4 Devils.
Alright, we got $40,000.
Yeah, let's get a new car. Let's get ourselves something nice. No. I said
Something
nice. The purple looks good. But no. No.
Meta.
Okay. What colors does it come in? Oh, that's boring. You want an Evo?
Do we want an Evo?
No way in fuck are we grinding for that. Do you wanna?
Ooh, the purple's kind of slaps.
The purple is pretty sick. Yeah.
The problem is the Evo or the DCA would be the better car, but I like the 300ZX.
So do I.
I bet they did this so people could just put the actual name of the car in there.
How much can we sell our old car for, I wonder?
Can we not sell?
We can, it's in the shop menu.
12,000. Let's do it.
I mean, I was about to say, I mean, that sounds like it would get us some upgrades to start with.
Oh, God.
I would say chassis if we could
I think we've already
afford
run
it.
out of money. Yeah, we ran out of money already.
Damn. We need to get a chassis for this beast. Because that chassis weight reduction is going to be extremely important to this car. This thing's heavy as fuck.
Problem is there's no stats,
Yeah.
so you don't even know how fast you're going.
But yeah, there's 8 Supreme Bosses in this game, 4 Devas, 4 Devils. And no, Black Cinderella is not Midnight Cinderella, because Midnight Cinderella is one of the Devas, apparently.
Weirdly enough, the rolling guys haven't even shown up yet. Normally that's the first team you beat. That's not a great sign. It is faster, it's just losing to an 8.6 is embarrassing.
I agree, Acekilla. He is a hefty boy.
Well, to be honest, the 300ZX failed because the 300ZX should have been labeled as an Infiniti and not as a Nissan. Nissan didn't know at the time because, you know, they didn't do the research like Toyota did, that exporting their higher-end luxury cars to the United States isn't going to sell well because of the brand recognition thing that we have in the United States. So people in Toyota, people would buy, oh, it's a Toyota, it's a good car, and then just buy a luxury Toyota. Well, in America, at least in the 90s, that wasn't how it was. So they had to make their own brand. They had to make their own brand of cars that worked like that. And also, I should know that the 300ZX costs more than a Chevrolet Corvette.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the problem. It should have been labeled as an Infiniti, but it wasn't. If it was labeled as an Infiniti, I think it would have done a lot better because people would have saw it as this like high-end luxurious brand, but it failed because it was a Nissan, and the brand recognition problem is a huge issue there. Alright, we need more in there. Here. What the fuck? I still can't get this fucker.
You almost did, and then you almost flipped the car.
Now the game feels like TXR 0.
Come on, we can't let him keep getting away.
We're gonna have to get some more we're gonna have to get more upgrades. Yes, well here's the thing, a Toyota Supra, let's be honest, the Toyota Supra didn't do well. The only reason the Toyota Supra did well is because Fast and Furious.
Yep.
If Fast and Furious did not exist as a movie, the R34 Skyline, the Evo, and the fucking Supra would not have done as well as they did. Because, to be honest, realistically, I would have taken the Supra out of all three of them, because realistically what you've got is what? The Mitsubishi 3000 GT, the 300ZX, and the Supra. Those are all really good options, but I would have taken the Supra probably, because it would have been the most reliable engine. And I don't even care about tunability, because people didn't. Well, that's very true, but they weren't as well known for tuning until a few years later, which was around the time that that movie came out. Around 2003, 2004, people started realizing how powerful the TXR was. The Supra was around in 2001. It must have been a 2000 model that I must be thinking of. I still think that the newer Supras are not as good as the older Supras, and it's BMW masquerading as a Supra. Fair. Again, Grand Touring coupes have kind of went the way of the Dodo. You can't really, like, look at modern cars. Tell me when you can buy a brand new luxury coupe. Two-door. No sedan, no SUV, no pickup truck, but a luxury coupe. They don't exist anymore.
No crossover.
I don't consider crossovers a real vehicle. I consider them tall sedans. Holy shit.
You know what I miss?
Do they sell the RCF anymore? Because I know that they sell the LC, but that's also like a $100,000 car. Also, notice a pattern. I don't think a lot of them are... I know for a fact that Chevy still sells the Corvette, but they got rid of the Camaro. That's gone. They got rid of... The Corvette basically is going to be turned into like a Ferrari killer, which I don't mind that, but it's a little weird. Also, notice a pattern of none of those are American. Good cars. All three of those are good cars, but the majority of them aren't, like, American. They're usually European or Asian, because those markets still have an interest for those kind of cars. Or, you know, EPA doesn't fucking fight them to death about it. I thought the RC went on sale a few years ago, like 2021. But if it's still for sale, that's base.
Man. I miss wagons.
I think one of the last wagons was, I think, the Ford Taurus.
Like, I'm just saying, like, remember back in the day when, like, the engines that were in, like, the fucking Ford Mustang and Chevy Camaro were being put in fucking wagons as well?
We didn't get those a lot.
Like, my god, those things were crazy. And then you had shit like
Buick
Chevy
recently made a
making
wagon.
the El Camino.
I think Buick recently made a wagon. Wait, the RCs were only autos? I'm glad they're trying to put a manual in. That's sick, but I didn't realize they were only autos. Probably a DCT. We were getting our asses fucking just beaten down in 300ZX.
Well, to be fair, we got slightly more power, but we have like twice the fucking weight.
We're doing R32. Why do I doubt that?
I was saying compared to what we were driving prior.
Fair. Probably, but, you know. Who likes buying the correct option sometimes? Also, we never get to drive the 300ZX. I've driven the Evo like 5 times. They can't. They ran out of money. Okay, correction. Their car division ran out of money. Mitsubishi themselves did not run out of money. But their car division ran out of money a long time ago. So they're just gonna stay on the trend. And unfortunately, who the fuck buys a Mitsubishi anymore? Like, even the late model Lancers were pretty terrible.
Yeah, the bottom line is the car industry is just dying. It's gone.
Not even the car industry, it's just Mitsubishi in general as a company is dying. However, I think if I recall, Nissan / Infiniti are doing really bad right now.
That's sad to hear.
You can tell they're not doing well because they released the 2025 GTR revamp and it looks the same. Is it terrifying to think that as a supercar, the GTR has been around for almost 20 years now?
That's not a supercar.
GTR technically is a supercar.
No, you can tell me that all you fucking want. It's not wedge-like, it's not super aerodynamic, it doesn't look good, it's not a supercar.
By that, your logic, that means the 911 isn't a supercar.
It's really not. It's more of a high-end super sports
Leave me
car.
alone.
Hey, little boy, I'm here to kill you again.
Oh wait, they're stopping the GTR this year? As much as that makes me sad because we're losing a good sports car, I'm kind of hoping they replace it with something a little bit newer that's not fucking electric, because no one wants electric. Like, I hope Nissan brings something else out. They brought the 400Z, and that was a pretty cool car. I think that's a pretty based car. Meanwhile, this 300ZX is struggling I really should have probably bought
Yeah,
the
I see
ATA.
that. Well, it's too late for regret. You know, maybe there's a reason we never bought this car in these games.
Yeah, whatever.
Almost like it's bad or something. Which is a shame, because it's a pretty car. And yeah, the Fiero is a supercar. A super shitty car.
Well, to be honest, it makes about as much sense to buy a Fiero as Genki putting the Pontiac Firebird in the game. And of all the engines they could have put in the Firebird, they put the fucking Iron Duke in it. Why? Why? No one likes the Iron Duke. It is a terrible engine. It is a terrible engine that is reliable because it is so slow that it can't hurt itself. You know what other car did that? The Chevrolet Cavalier was a car that was so weak that it couldn't hurt itself. It was like a 2.4 liter. It was a 2.4 liter four-cylinder, and I think it made like 105 horsepower. No, seriously, in TXR 3, they put the Iron Duke Firebird in there and not the V8. So the only way to get the V8, you have to V8 swap it. Like, otherwise it's not awful. It can go like 180 miles an hour, but it struggles. The trick now is to find a good, newer third-gen Cavalier that's not like beaten to shit, 'cause that would be a great daily.
Yeah, we need to do something about the weight and the handling of this car. If we can get those in check, we can really put the power down.
Might actually win this one. Goodbye.
Holy shit, he's making history. He's winning a race in a ZX.
Also, there's no punishment for hitting the walls, by the way.
Take that as you will.
How much money do I have? $6 grand. Not enough.
The
Worst
worst
case,
part
we could always sell the car and try to get something
this
different.
car's upgrades are way too fucking expensive too.
If you want to, we can try to get like 15K and then bail on this thing and get it, by selling this thing.
Yeah, but then it would be a stock Evo.
I feel like a stock Evo might be the better call here. I should note that I've
There
been
is
driving
also
on the
Old
internet
Faithful.
only for like an hour and a half.
It
Thanks,
can also
Dan,
be
that
said
was-
there is Old Faithful in the form of an RX-7.
Fair. RX-7 never does you wrong. You always win with the everything.
The RX-7 ranges always from acceptable to great. It's never anything below that.
Yeah, that's fair. None of them drive a ZX.
Now watch, we're gonna get to the end game and they're gonna have ZXs fully tuned out. It's gonna be stupid fucking fast. And as much as I like how this car looks, it's
Not
fucking
performing.
dog shit, let's be honest.
It's not performing.
No, this car is dog shit. This car is the performance equivalent of a paper tiger. Menacing profile, good engine, dragged down by like 5,000 pounds of weight.
Well, it is a luxury car. People seem to forget that the 300ZX was more of a luxury coupe than it was a sports coupe.
It should have been a sports coupe.
That's kind of the problem. It's a weird middle child. However, I do think it's one of the best looking Z's we got.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they went with, like, a lighter frame and interior? Just enough to drop, like, 700-800 pounds off it.
Probably be pretty decent. You know it's bad because the Z32 came with twin turbos at one point and it still wasn't that fast.
Its power to weight ratio is awful.
Oh, I'm gonna have to buy another fucking car. Ugh. So we're gonna have to grind for money to get the car and then sell this car. And use it as a huge stimulus check to upgrade the next car. This is gonna be a rough section.
So, long story short, like, what you're telling me is this car is just a wedge-shaped, overpriced Lexus.
They were built pretty well. The problem is that they cost as much as a Lexus.
Weighing as much as they do, they better be built like a fucking tank. I'm expecting them to have fucking armored plating at this point.
That's one of the issues I said earlier, is I think this thing should have been a fucking Infinity. I think it would have done a lot better.
Fuck, to penetrate a fucking 300ZX, you need a fucking heat round.
So you need that mesh.
At least 50 millimeters of penetration.
You need that mesh.
You need the hash, the high explosive squash head.
No, we need the mesh. Clearly not getting the reference. Which isn't even that much nowadays. The problem is the V6 doesn't have a lot of power.
We need Sabo rounds.
Oh, that's
we need
dirty.
stabilized discarding Sabo rounds for this fucking car.
Yeah, and mind you, the SC had the 2J, so it had an excuse. Because you could get a lot of power, even out of the non-turbo, you could still get like 500 horsepower out of a non-turbo 2J by putting a turbo on it. It just needs to change it. And also, the Toyota Sora, over the SC is still, or the SC/Sora is still a better car over the 300ZX. I'd take one any day over it. Because I'm not gonna lie, those are gorgeous cars. Honestly, even if you don't want to go with that, you could go on with a Lincoln like Mark 8. Even that would probably be a better option. I'm literally fighting a Corolla to death. Wait, you own an SC300? Oh my god.
Power to weight ratio. Power to weight ratio. It's the second most important thing in this game besides drivetrain.
Also, something I found out from watching a guy rebuild the 300ZX, parts are kind of nightmarish to acquire. So,
I can only imagine.
Having a 2JZ is actually a very easy way to get good parts for it because the engine's so well respected in the aftermarket community. You can easily get easy replacement parts for your engine. That's kind of why I want to go with the 3UZ, because again, the 3UZ has a lot of aftermarket support. However, getting a supercharger on a 3UZ is kind of a bitch.
Why'd you sound like a fucking Valley girl when you said that? That's such a bitch. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god, I can't put a supercharger on my 3UZ.
I can't put a supercharger on it. Like, oh my god.
Because I'm fucking exhausted. It's 7 in the morning and I played 4 hours of playing Counter-Strike. It wasn't fun.
Well, that was your fault.
Yeah, I know it was my fault.
You like playing that slot machine
I don't
of a game.
I don't want to put a turbo on it. I want to put a supercharger on it. That's, I don't know. For me, for V8s, I love the sound of a supercharged V8. Also, the instantaneous power. Yeah, pretty much.
I too like it when my car squeals like an angry pig.
Shut the fuck up.
You know what else would sound great with a supercharger? A twin rotor.
I don't think you physically could put a twin rotor. I don't think that would physically be possible.
Imagine the sound that would make.
It just sounds like a bee.
It would just be high fucking pressured revving and just lots of air squeezing.
I want to go supercharged with the 3UZ. However, a turbo would make it pretty good. I was thinking screw supercharger, because you can pop the SVT Cobra, like the Termi Cobra supercharger on a 3UZ into bolt-on with like slight tweaking. I was thinking of going that route. And just kind of running it at a lower pressure. So instead of running it at like 20 psi, I run it at like maybe like 6, 7 psi. I'm not going for like a super heavy power build. I want to just have something that's got a bit of a kick, but not so much that it will detonate the engine.
Can we afford our car now?
27,000. No, we need to. What car do you want to buy anyway? The Evo?
Probably the Evo.
That's like 35.
It wasn't 35. We were able to afford it before.
It wasn't 27.
It was probably like 28.
Max speed. What? What? What did I enable?
I don't know.
Yeah, Evo was 40. It was either 35 or 40.
Was it? And how much was the Impreza?
I think around the same, like 35.
I think the Impreza was 30, wasn't it?
I thought the Impreza was 40. We could barely afford
I knew one of them was in our price range.
Whatever.
I don't know what the.
I'm gonna grab the DC-8. It hasn't done us wrong in any of these games yet. I still have no idea why the max speed's on screen.
I don't know. Maybe you pressed a button?
Probably because I held the trigger or something. Sports car
Whoops.
killer.
Gone now. That name sounds familiar.
Because it is. He was in TXR 3, TXR 0, and
No,
Fortuner.
it's the legend killer, Randy Orton. You just shove your way through him.
Don't worry, gotta beat this Gloria.
Sports car killer, and he couldn't beat this. Sir, you don't have a fucking prayer.
Well, you gotta remember, it's a sports car. It's a sports car, Faye, come on. I'm starting to understand why
This is not a sports car.
I'm starting to understand why this engine was not very great in Racing Lagoon.
Why?
It's from this car. Before we switched to the R34 GTR engine, we had this engine.
Oh, yeah.
Aw, shit. Like the wall physics, like the collision physics are weird in this. Oh yeah, for context, you see that probably that gray screen up there? That's what the VMU is reading. Oh, fuck. Not like this area, it's not very good. Oh, now it's here. Now R is available, like, probably, I don't know what the fuck the P stands for then.
Player and rival.
Why is it on screen? I feel like I enabled an Easter egg or some weird shit. Probably by holding the right trigger because I didn't let go of the right trigger when I was in the menu. Wow, oh my god, really?
Traffic.
Actually trying to screw up the race for me, but I'm gaining on him a little bit.
This car's fast. It's just
No, it's pulling pretty good.
not
actually.
fast enough, and
Got waxed by a
it's
chaser.
too heavy.
Is that a chaser? Yeah, that is a chaser. However, the chaser was pretty quick in the TXR3. I got that thing up to like 180 by the end of stage 1. Like, if you watch the whole first part of the gameplay of that, or that Let's Play, I actually was rocking it. I was running that same car. It was moving. Definitely moving quicker than this fucking thing, but it was moving.
If you haven't gone and seen all our other things we've done of the series, you should go watch.
Be careful though, it's over, I think it's like almost 2 days worth of video. It's over.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, no, it's way more than that because I think there's like 50, 60 hours of content just related to those games.
And when you're finished with that, you can go and check over at my channel for AFA. Me and friends are currently playing through Earth Defense Force 6. Woo! And as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna be playing through MechWarrior 5 Clans, baby. You waiting for the guy behind you?
Yeah. Oh god, Tokyo Jungle.
Man, I can't wait until we get into an actual good car.
We're gonna have a lot of money by then.
Also, I just realized the guy's name you're racing.
Yeah.
There are so many jokes I can make about it. Whether I want to go the pirate route or I want to go the Korean route, either is very funny.
Oh my god.
White Label.
That's gonna be one of the last guys from Max Racing. will say the amount of money they give you in this game is
weight
actually
racing? Max weight racing?
No. I'm not sure why they're called max racing.
I don't know.
Well, this guy's slow as shit. Had a feeling.
Bloody Rose. Yeah, between the Impreza or Evo, we'll grab whatever's the cheapest. Sound like a plan?
Good to me.
Let's snag ourselves a new car. Ugh. That thing was disappointing.
40 grand for the DC-8. 35 for the Evo 4? Was it an Evo 3 or 4? Yeah, we started with an Evo. We started with an Evo 6, I think. No, it was an Evo 4. So do you want the Evo 4 or do you want the Evo 6?
The CP9A looks so much better.
Or the GC8, which is also 40k.
I would probably say the Impreza. Subaru.
That was a bug eye in that video, from that movie.
Look out! We going Subi.
Oh yeah, by the way, have you seen the original Impreza?
Yeah.
Like, not... I'm gonna drive myself fucking crazy.
You don't need to backspace it, you can just type over the name.
That is how you spell it, right?
Impreza? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yay, we get 24 grand.
Subaru. Let's get some wheels on this thing next, and then let's put some aero on it.
Smile 0 yen.
Free smile. How is this thing?
I think it is faster.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely faster. That was your fastest top speed.
Gearing's a little strange. The first 4 gears are short, and then the 5th gear is like really long. Wow, the traffic actually put their blinker on and passed when I slowed down. That's actually a nice touch.
That car, like that RX-7, the way that one's built, that looks sexy. That is a nice looking RX-7.
Holy shit. Yeah, the rubber band in this game doesn't fuck around, huh? You bitch. You put me in the wall. Son of a bitch. Fucking neck. Let me go check on something. I'll be right back. I just realized something.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Yay!
Rolling right. Bowling 2. I didn't know those were cards. Not sure what that was about. just get almost $10,000 in that one race. Holy crap. I've already beaten a third of this game already. Actually, more than a third. Fine drive, so it is an F.
So just got some upgrades.
No, we need a lot more money for that.
Oh,
Besides, the car's doing fine.
fair enough.
See, a speedo that we see up there for the max speed, we need something like that desperately for, we need something like that for, Midnight Club 3 would be amazing. So we just
Yeah.
How fast you going? 250? Are you actually? No. And the race is already over. That was the thing is, I think the word catastrophic understeer.
But my boy, the acceleration and power, top speed.
It's not great when you can't take a corner.
Who needs to take a corner?
Well, that spoiler is hideous on that.
Yeah, that is the opposite of the color I would have put on that.
Wait,
Huh?
so white spoiler?
No, I'm not referring to something shallow or like maybe a ducktail or something.
Oh, shallow.
Not something that's like fucking half a foot off the car with tacky ass struts.
Sure.
Yeah, wish Midnight Club 3 had a digital speedometer rather than the
Now
fucking
the
garbage
rivals are
they have.
really walking the road, dude.
You just can't win.
Desperately needs one because the MC3 speedometer is incredibly inaccurate. So going via the files, people have actually been able to tear apart the game a little bit. For example, the ME412, which is considered to be the best part of the game, or more realistically is the best part of the game, has a top speed of 269 miles an hour. You wouldn't know that. No one would ever know that because the speedometer only goes to 250. So it goes about 15 miles an hour over that speed. You would never be able to read it because the speedo is the way you can. As much as I love the speedometer in NC3, like I love how you can change the color of it, it's always been a nice touch. If there was an option to switch to a digital one and have the analog one, and have the UI change, I feel like it would make a much better system. sense. You can only get it by basically getting to the end of the game and then doing the hardest and longest freaking route in the game. There's the just invitational. No, by invitational. Yeah. Oh god, this guy again. Do you think the Subaru's gonna have a chance this time?
Potentially. Just don't fuck it up. Guess who's back? Back again. Reaper's back. Tell a friend. Oh my god. My favorite part about this guy is the fact that, like, the guide I looked at was like, yeah, but with low-level parts, you should have no problem beating him.
Well, I'm on low-level parts, mind you. I only have level 1, I think I have level 2 engine, level 1 suspension, and I think that's in level 1 drivetrain, that's it. I'm on lower level parts. This guy's fucking good.
Man, could you imagine if there was a challenge like this in fucking Import Tuner Challenge?
Made the game a lot more interesting.
Oh yeah. It's a shame the only fucking fight that's this challenging
Is the final one.
is the completely optional 100% challenge, yeah.
Oh my god, please no. Oh my fucking god.
The worst part is this car can do it. What is he even driving?
An S15 Sylvia.
Okay. I wanted to say that looked like a Sylvia, but I wasn't.
It's an S15.
Gotta block him better.
The problem is the way these physics are, it's hard to block. Easy to push though. Ugh. And also, it doesn't help this car has the most horrific understeer, and this thing is almost uncontrollable. It's like TXR 0 on track in terms of the steering. It is impossible to use. Rear-wheel drive cars just kick out every turn, and the front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive cars have just monumental, catastrophic understeer. There's got to be a way to tune it, because otherwise this is almost unplayable.
There has to be a tuning, yeah. Now block like your life depended on it. Block like you're part of the Old Spice commercial. Run away with it. Oh Lord, he ain't gonna let you.
I even hit the brakes and it still just does not turn. Oh my god, it's over.
What? That's a lot of money.
No.
Let's get some upgrades. Yeah, settings. Let's change the marrow. I like 3.
I was gonna go with 2. I like 2.
2's fine. Yeah, 2's good. 2's good. I'm good with 2.
Yeah. Half for the stock.
Yeah.
I like 1.
Yeah. I like 2. It's just much more compact. Side
I like
skirt.
2.
2, yep. Rear bumper. 2. Spoiler.
I like 2.
I'm noticing a trend.
Pattern here, yeah.
Yeah, let's get 2. I like 2. Settings.
Not bad. Actually making really good progress.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's take our new
I think there
Preza.
literally is only just the C1 in this game.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying because there's only like that means there's only technically 4 minutes of track.
How about
Still doesn't steer that great still.
it's better?
It's an improvement, not a huge improvement.
I hope the better suspension and wheels you get later on increase your turning ability.
Seriously hoping so, otherwise this is gonna be hell on earth. Thanks.
How would you feel if there was, like, someone who actually worked at Genki who went back and watched our stream while they were working on the new game?
It'd be interesting for sure. It'd also be a huge surprise. But yeah, they made good games, so very hard games, but they made good games.
Them flames look dumb but awesome because the fucking 5-year-old child in me is screaming, "Flames on a car! Yeah!"
Oh my god. Let me guess, the guide's like, oh, this is an easy racer. You should be able to beat them with level 1 cars while walking.
No. No, you're meant to have, like, at least level 4 upgrades everywhere before you fight her.
Did she give out a crap ton of money?
Probably.
Maybe let's see if we can race her and get some more money.
I was gonna say, let's do some other races so we can get a competent car and then do it.
No, I think we can do this if we just play dirty. As you can see, I'm not like immediately losing her. And then she bounces. I mean, that was really good. It's better when the steering response increased, but not by much.
Block that motherfucker? No, it's block that MILF.
The problem is the way the AI works, it just instantly jerk. It does like Need for Speed Underground logic. It's got the underground
TXR, nah, Burnout Revenge.
Oh, thanks, traffic. That was just bounce off the side, just get stuck with all your speed, and this race. We had a chance there until the game just screws me over.
Let's get a little bit more money, put some beef in this fucking Impreza, and then come back to her. Or you keep throwing yourself at her. like a desperate man who wants some puss. Come on, please, I'm longer than you think.
God.
It's a corn on the shower. I'm a good guy, I swear. My favorite part is when people get rejected and they go, oh, but I'm a good guy. As soon as they go, no, they're like, well then fine, fuck you, you stupid bitch. And oh, you're a good guy, huh?
What the?
Well, that was rude.
Good, because you actually slowed yourself down. Not liking these handling models in the bubble all that much.
Yeah, she's good at talking. Must be a Facebook user.
I was about to say, I thought they were a Twitter community manager for a video game.
That too, yeah.
This is
Although
doable.
This is doable.
This is 100% doable. It's just pretty tough.
Although Sonic, what you stated implied that she's posting woke games.
Glad you know you're aware of the joke. Oh, that hurts, man. I was so close to winning that. Oh, the rubber band in this game is disgusting. It's like actually infuriatingly bad. I can win this. I know for a fact I can.
It's not her speed. She's using rubber banding to move around.
She's using rubber banding to move.
Wow, she's faster than Sonic. Wow, she's faster than Sonic. What?
Oh, great. This horrible turn's coming up soon.
Somehow you've kinda taken a lead. Oh no, she's back.
Like, instantly, too. Traffic. About to fall, but I can't turn. Yeah, I'm not liking the fact I can't turn in this game at all. It's actually quite infuriating. It was the other reason I could not stand playing Zero after a while. So the cars were just almost wacky rolls of steering, and it just, they couldn't do anything without just either drifting at 200 miles an hour or just crashing into a wall. Oh my god, I can beat you, and I will!
He's really stubborn. He will stay at this for hours.
Even worse now that I know that with a good run I can win this. It's not like it's guaranteed impossible.
It's like my hunt for a good fucking Cordramon on DML. Or even better, your hunt for Gilmon on DMO.
Yeah, it resulted with me spending real money.
Yeah, like, what was it? 3 weeks of work
2 or 3.
and nothing to show for it? Because RNG just was not in your favor.
No! Just retire. Don't waste my time with it. Oh my god. That is so infuriating. I'm honestly kind of glad. I'm starting to realize why TXR 3 had like no traffic in the game. Honestly, it was for the better.
The thing is, the traffic wouldn't be that much of an issue if you had a better handling car.
Yeah. Which I don't.
So it's kind of the two problems working together to make the entire experience worse.
And that race is dead. Retire. There's ones I know are immediate losses, so I'm just gonna take the loss.
Well, Ace, I hope you're ready to sit here for the next hour and a half while he keeps trying.
It's not gonna take an hour, it's gonna take probably 15 minutes. Hours are pretty good. It's actually faster to bounce off the walls and turn. Some Gran Turismo 4 logic up here. Except when you tap a wall and lose 40 miles an hour. No real reason. There. An hour. Screw you, Faye.
Hey, you did a thing.
What was that? Well, I won.
Yay! much money did you get from her?
Quite a bit.
Yay!
Yeah, it was about 12,000, if I recall. He's rolling, dude. Oh no. Not again. Nocturnal wolf.
You've got this. I don't think you've got this. You might got this. No. But maybe.
Might be easier to fight in an area this time. I don't feel like the block maps very much. Yeah, it's not even like he's accelerating, it's just pure rubber band. Swear to God, it does feel like that. Problem is there's no way to swerve out of cars in this game. How incredibly floaty the cars are. Can't really make any progress on this. Well, that went well. How much money do I have? Should be enough to modify the car a little bit.
Yeah, let's get us a little something something. No, no handling parts?
I don't think they're gonna change much, and I can't afford them anyway. Upgrades in this game are very
Okay.
expensive. I'm getting used to handling. I gotta let off the throttle. An awful lot. making really good progress.
Yeah.
So we have 3 of the 4. So we have 2 of the 4 that angels complete. One of them is spawned in. Really for that. So the weird thing is, this thing has really, really good mid-meter. Otherwise, it's kind of slow. Like, if the 6-gear pull is hard to do mid-gear, this thing will go 190 miles an hour. I think your video just finished uploading.
Oh, you meaning publishing?
Yeah, because I just got a notification about your EDF video.
Yeah, I just posted it. I unleash chemical weapons in that video.
You know, if you release chemical weapons on bugs every day, it's unusual for you.
Like today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
It's a chemical for your brain. So, he's gone. I can beat him with the car upgraded now. It's just that I have to be perfect. Just like with my midnight earlier. Well, if you're trying to reference like the reference like, you know, antivirus, antivirus as being like a plague, then that would technically work. This is not very good. And it's over. I can't race this guy. It's literally impossible. faster it's going. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, like, why does it accelerate so much quicker in here? That makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, I got a lot of money. Oh, another store. I recall these were all Impreza drivers.
That's impressive. Yes, shoot me for that fun. You don't get paid at all.
Exactly.
shut the door on that son of a bitch.
I will still find it infinitely amusing that I can just bounce the car off a wall and it is still a faster way to take a corner. Speaking of which. I bought an engine upgrade, so I should have a chance here. C1 racing in Massachusetts. Oh, Massachusetts is crazy out there. Well, I've been needing an Impreza in Japan. And I just drove into a pivot. Is this race just impossible? Like, what is this? No more racing. There. 5 part. Engine stage 5. Probably gonna have to tune the transmission a little bit. Tune the gears longer, because it just seems to work better in this car. I'm gonna lengthen that final, because I think that'll help.
Tokyo Extreme Pinball.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not driving all the way around the C1 just to get a rival. Much better. Stuck for a while in it's an import tuner challenge, mysterious girl. god. This game is infuriating. You make a single mistake, your car slides out, there is zero recovery, even if you're a mile ahead because of the way that, first of all, the game doesn't have a rear. There's no way to drive reverse in the game. Secondly, there's no way to really fix the issue with steering. The steering in this game is terrible. I have no idea if it'll get better, but I have a slight feeling that it won't. There's not enough to make this playable. Not playable, but enjoyable. Definitely want to only beat this game. I should be able to beat this game in one session. This game's not too long.
rubber
normally,
banding is rough.
like, you tap a traffic car normally in a game like this, even if you have a huge gap, you should be able to hold the gap. If you touch a traffic car, I feel like they could smell blood in the water and then you go for a pass. They accelerate way harder than they would.
Yeah, they're immediately like, now's my chance.
Let's see.
This yakisoba I made is just so fucking mediocre, and now it's cold and mediocre.
You let it sit out.
Well, yeah, it's been sitting here at my desk.
Did you finish it?
No, I ate like half of it. And if it was good, I would have finished it. But it's kind of shitty. And I don't like it. But it was all I had on hand.
What flavor is it?
It's like some sort of Korean barbecue or whatever. So how many people have we beaten?
Probably about 2/3.
If not more.
There's only 20 teams in this game. We're about to beat another one.
The fuck does our gangs mean?
I don't remember.
Rally?
It might be.
Retro?
I don't know. You can keep saying answers. I'll say I don't know.
Rage, shadow gangs. Rage, shadow gangs coming to a hood near you. That was a rough.
Yeah, it was a rough pass. Jeez, person that passed me. They straight up block you. The problem is the AI will shift lanes instantaneously, and it's impossible to block. Not impossible, but it feels pretty almost impossible to block them. this.
Tearing down this section is really nice.
My favorite part of the C1 anyway.
Yeah.
It's so good that Burnout used, like Criterion used this part of the C1 for the Burnout Revenge map, Eastern Route. They literally used this whole section. It's like, it's so good.
Hey, we're starting after the bullshit corner. IO.
It's 140 in the game. 76. We're only done half.
I think we call it here for now.
You want to pause? You want to do this in a second session?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Because I'm gonna go right to bed. So
I'm sadly might as well, despite the fact I wanted to stay up and continue doing shit.
it's 9 in the morning. We stayed up all night. Anyway, if you guys like this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in I think a day or two. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna do the next stream, but it'll probably be.
Oh no.
Well, today's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's... I don't want to do it to... Friday, maybe? I'm not... Probably Friday. I'll see
Maybe.
you guys...
It'll probably be Friday or sometime on the weekend, maybe.
It'll probably be Friday. Anyway, I'll see you guys then.